Another highlight to me is always talking to the great Mr. Skin from MrSkin.com, the best site on the WWW. You know, Skin, I'm always on your site. You know that. I send you messages during the week saying, hey, I like this feature. And today you have something on your site that is, I think it's kind of cool. One-tit wonders, celebs who only went nude once in their career.
Yeah, I love this list. We have it right on the front page, and there's so many actresses that are famous that have only done one nude scene. Like, for instance, Jessica Alba in The Killer Inside Me is a great example. Gal Gadot, who's super famous from the Wonder Woman movies, did a Gucci bamboo fragrance ad where she was nude. Emma Stone in The Favorite. Brie Larson, who couldn't be bigger, in Tanner Hall. So many actresses that are what we call one-tit wonders. So very... we had a lot of fun with that. And we have a playlist that we must have... If I had to guess, we probably have about 25 or 30. I mean, even like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, people might not have caught when she was during a sex scene with Richard Gere at the hour and 35-minute mark. You could see through the framing of the bed that her breasts, which is really great. So it's really funny.
And that's the only time Julia Roberts has shown her breasts.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's really funny that someone who's been in that many movies only had a 3-second nude scene, but it's still pretty cool to see. But yeah, we have all the big names. Olivia Munn's in here for Magic Mike. So many, and it's a great list if anyone wants to check it
Baby
out.
Huey's making his way onto a microphone. That scares me. Baby Huey, do you have a question here for Mr. Skin?
Well, one of the listeners yesterday on Look Me Wall wanted to know about Suzanne Summers, if she's ever done a nude scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Three's Company in the 70s. Well, I have really good news because Three's Company started around 76 or 77 or something like that, and before Suzanne Summers was famous, there's a Clint Eastwood movie called Magnum Force, which was in 1973, and she was such an unknown actress at the time. There's a scene about 27 minutes in where a sniper, literally these snipers, pull over and there's a pool party, and she's topless in the pool, and you see her breasts. Now, unfortunately, there is a shooting involved, which kind of ruins the mood. But what's cool is she was such an unknown actress at the time. They didn't even credit her originally. It wasn't until later on.
What was she credited at as the time? Nude girl at pool?
They didn't. Yeah, well, they didn't even credit her at first. Eventually, IMDb credited her as who it was because you could tell looking back. But at the time, no one knew her. So it's actually a great topless scene until the actual shooting. But it's really cool. But anyway, that was the only place she's been nude. I do remember a funny thing on that Home Shopping Network, that QVC thing.
Yeah.
She was on there. Hawking something, and she was with another woman, and for some unknown reason, she pulled her dress up for 1 second, and you could see her underwear, and it's such a weird thing. I'm pretty sure we have that at our website if you want to check it out, but it's just a weird thing. But for nudity, Magnum Force. Now, I know you guys are dying to know if Joyce DeWitt showed her DeWitts in a movie, and she never did.
Oh, darn.
And just for reference, Mrs. Roper was never naked in a movie either. So.
Okay, there you go.
God.
Hey, Skin, what are you celebrating at the website this month?
Well, for Black History Month, we're doing a cool thing of African-American actresses, great actresses who've done nudity, and we have in their list you could check out, like Lisa Bonay, who we all know from The Cosby Show. She did that amazing nudity in Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke in the 80s. Let's put it this way, it was so good she got kicked off The Cosby Show and spun off into her own sitcom. That's how good the nudity was. But other actresses like Kerry Washington's featured, of course, very famous actress. Pam Grier, who I'm a huge fan of. They did the Jackie Brown movie in the 90s about Quentin Tarantino was also a fan. She did a ton of great nudes in the 70s. But probably the number one for Black History Month that we celebrate is Halle Berry, major A-list star, first African-American actress to win an Oscar for Monsters Ball, but also in Monsters Ball did that sex scene with Billy Bob Thornton that is so good, people often ask me if they were really having sex. It was that graphic, and just a great list. So if anyone wants to check that out, we're celebrating Black History Month. There's only we can at MrSkin.com.
Exactly. All right, Skin. Always a treat talking to you. Thanks, bro.
You got it, guys. Take care.
All right, the great Mr. Skin, MrSkin.com.